A JCI nonprofit organization hosted its annual conference in downtown Corpus Christi this weekend. It started in St. Louis back in 1920 and now has over 10,000 members across the U.S. The organization targets members 18 to 40 years old to develop themselves personally and professionally by bringing energy and insight to solving problems both locally and around the world.
Our mission is to provide development opportunities that empower young people to create positive change. Young people need a voice, and we are the group to give them that voice.
So opportunities they strive to get include getting a promotion at work or becoming an entrepreneur.